Hello everybody, Jackson here from the Wealth Squad. Today talking about some stocks that have fallen and maybe worth picking up. Right, we're going to go over 5 stocks. First off is Facebook. You can see Facebook got wrecked today, down almost 5% due to an hack and an outage actually. So I'm sure you must have known about the Facebook down, same with Instagram, but there's also a hack of suspected 1.5 billion users, and the hackers got all of our info, right? So, of course, Facebook stock would be down. Maybe tomorrow we might see less selling due to it being up again. But right now, let's look at it, right? The RSI is below 30 on the year chart, barely. On the 5-year chart, you can see it's approaching that 50 moving average, and that's a good sign if you want to buy, right? Closer it gets, the better opportunity it is. But the RSI is not even close to being oversold on the 5 years, so that may be worth looking at as well. And then we have this line right here that I drew, a support resistance line, acted as resistance, and resistance, and it may actually act as support sometime here soon. But we'll need to wait to know for sure. So Facebook stock may be worth picking up just because this support resistance line, the RSI on the 1 year is negative. I'm sorry, not negative, just below 30. And on the 5 year, it's approaching that 50 moving average. So be sure to watch out for Facebook stock. Next, Nvidia. So Nvidia also down almost 5% today. You can see the past year, they've been crushing it from 130, now at around 200. Past 5 years, beauty chart. You don't want anything more than this, right? From 16 to 200. Of course, they did do a split. It was more like 800 when the stock split. But anyways, we can see it's bouncing off this 100 moving average right here today on the 1 year chart. So, maybe we're going to see a bounce tomorrow. If not, it's going to go past this and approach this 179, 180 support resistance line. So on the 1 year chart, you could also see not necessarily touching the 30 mark yet, but it's pretty close. 5 year, and it's not nowhere close to that 50 moving average, right? We're going to have to see a bigger drawdown in order to see that. Right now, we are 15% from all-time highs, and down here, we would have to fall 30% total, 30% total in order to get that 50 moving average, even more for that 100. But that's probably more realistic. If anything, this would probably be the most realistic, or just bounce off that 100 moving average today. So also watch out for Nvidia. These stocks are all down 15% from their highs and down 5% today. So they could be considered oversold. Next, we have Mastercard. Mastercard hasn't been doing too well lately. Lots of consolidation. Right now, the stock is at the same price it was before the whole March 2020 COVID crash, and that's not a good sign. Well, I guess it is if you're trying to buy, right? But for anyone that's holding the stock for a year and a half now, the returns haven't been too well. They've been flat, actually. So you can see it's approaching this line once again. I drew this from back here. Let's take a look at the 1 year chart. You can see it's hit a couple times here, and bounced again. So maybe we're going to see a bounce today. On the 5 year chart, you can see it's approaching that 100 moving average at 329. The stock's at 344 right now. So what, $5? Yeah, $5 to fall into that 100 moving average. So it honestly, Mastercard may be worth going for. The past year has been too kind to them, and you don't want to buy a stock that's too super expensive, right? You want to buy something that's on a discount, and maybe Mastercard is that stock. So watch out for Mastercard as well. RSI shows nothing really. We're just mainly looking at support resistance here and that moving average on the 5 year chart. Next, we have Square. So Square just blew past the 50-day moving average on the 5 year chart. And it's approaching this line, which I drew earlier. and you can see it, what I'm looking at right here, from October and November 2020, hit that twice, and then it bounced off of it twice as well. So support and resistance line, right now it's going to be acting as support if it gets down to that level. Right now Square is off the high right around 22-23%. It would have to go all the way down 33% in order to hit that mark. So be sure to watch out for Square, the 5-year chart. They blew past that 50-day moving average, so that does show that it either comes back from this right away or it keeps going and heading lower. 1-year chart shows, we're not going to even look at these moving averages, right, because it's all behind them. But it's almost approaching that 30 RSI, as well as this support resistance line. So yeah, Square's another one to watch out for. It's down more than the others, which may mean some more opportunity to rise, right? Lastly is Twitter. Twitter is that social media site that was not down today, so a lot of people got on it, yet the stock still fell 5.79%, right? You can see that right up here. Once my mouse is off the screen, 5.79%. And you can see Twitter is consolidating in this pattern. So are we going to see a breakout soon eventually, right? Who knows? But we could even extend these out in order to see when approximately that'll happen. So right around the end of the year, if anything, right? If any action is taken, it will be near the end of the year. But Twitter hasn't been doing too well lately. Let's check how off it is from the all-time highs, or 52-week high, 25%. And it has recovered since May from 50. Now it's at 58. So not much. The RSI isn't telling us any telltale signs either, right? It's more or less in the neutral zone. So the other stocks may be worth going for if you're looking for a discount. Some stocks you never get a discount on, right? Like some are always expensive. So you're going to have to overpay for those. Not necessarily overpay, but relatively overpay. But Twitter may not be that stock you want to hunt for a discount on. It may be Facebook. That's the most hurt stock, just based off the news today. Square is down the most. Mastercard has been consolidating. Nvidia is down 15% as well. So be sure to check out all these stocks. Tell me what you think about them in the comments down below. And if you're wondering why I'm not showing my face, I'm in a different place right now, so I'm moving. So in a couple weeks, I'll get back to the normal screen and whatnot. So yeah, that's the video, guys. Thanks for watching, and be sure to comment down below what stocks you're going to be looking at out of these 5 and what you think the best opportunity is. So that's the video. Thank you for watching, and until Wednesday.